Just checking the sound, making sure everything's fine. I should change the name of that. um, Let me just rename this real quick. Okay, well, let me just double check quickly here if everything is fine. There we go. We are live. So we're back to tactics again. See how much rating we can climb in an hour. So like I've said previously with the tactics, the more important thing is getting the tactics right. See all these kind of cute stats, tactics problem. I still have to check out this training mode. I don't know what that is. I'm a little worried to click it now, so we'll leave it later. I'll check it out, and then we'll see how it goes. So like I've said before with the tactics trainer is that what you want to do is you rather want to get them right, because even if you take 30 minutes for one tactic and you get 50% for it, because that's the minimum you can get if you get it right is 50%, then you won't lose any rating. So, those that you can get quickly, you can get rating on, so this is a nice way to just be consistent with your tactics. And of course, by focusing on getting them right, you also obviously make sure that you really are looking for the best move the whole time. So, I don't know if there's anybody here, or it doesn't really matter, because I need to do my tactics. So we're going to start off, and we're going to see what it gives us. Okay, we have a king stuck somewhere. Does not look like a very happy king. D7, D6 looks like a cool move because of queen check. But of course he can stop that, so let's not be too hasty. Sorry. So getting on this A2 to G8 diagonal looks very, very juicy, but I guess we don't have to be too hasty, huh? Move like Queen E7 does look very, very promising as well. Okay, this is not going to be as easy as we would like it to be. So let's just be patient. There is the idea of knight takes G5 with Queen E5. Is there any way for him to stop that? Doesn't look like it, does it? Because the queen can't go to E7 and F8 to protect G7. And the king can't run because we still have the rook on the E file. Yeah, so knight takes G5 looks like the move we're looking for. There we go, that's it. So we only got one rating point for it because we took so long, but the point is we got it right. And we didn't lose any rating, because if we get it wrong, we lose rating. You have to claw your way back to winning it, to getting it back. Okay, this looks tempting. We have a check on D4, which of course now he has to be careful where he goes with his king, because we have forks on E6 the whole time. So check on D4. The king, well, the king could go to, no, the king can't go to G4 either because of rook G3 check, and if the king takes, we play knight F5 check, winning the queen. So knight D4 check is quick and easy to find. You don't have to think about that much. And now rook F3 looks very logical, and if the king goes there, that's mate. Oh no, it's not mate, is it? It's not mate. But king, rook F7, F3 must be the correct move. Now the question is just, what do we play now? Do we just play rook E3 check again? Or do we actually win this? Do we win this? Oh, I see. Rook check, and if the king goes there, but then what? So rook check, king E4, rook check on F4, king goes back. So rook E3 check, the king can also just run around the whole time. Ah, wait a minute. Rook e3 check. The king goes to f6. We go. No. I was trying to make this work, but it doesn't work. Hmm. Oh, apparently my dog is barking at something. Or someone. Just trying to find the forks here, folks. Check. The king goes there, maybe. But then our own rook is in our own way. It feels like I should just go back rook e3 check. We do draw then, but can we win is the question. So let's rather take the time and find a win here, because I feel like we should be able to win this game. So rook e3, knight f3, rook e6, king g5 is what slightly worries me here. And if rook f5, king e4, rook f4, king e5 again. So that would be a draw. King e3 does not look promising. Rook e3, sorry. Rook e3 does not look promising. But one of the checks must work. Rook f5 looks... Okay, let's play rook f5. I don't want to take forever. Apparently that's wrong, so we do lose rating, but not a lot. So rook e3 must be the move then? King f8? What now? Do we just go back rook f3? No, apparently not. So what did we miss? Rook e6 check? King goes there, and then what? I didn't really see how this is a problem for him. Okay, so knight f3 check. No, apparently knight f3 is not right. Maybe, no. Yeah, maybe. Maybe rook e5 check? Wow, that is quite a crazy move. That is quite a crazy move. Okay, now? Rook e4 check? If king there, then just rook h4 check, and eventually we win the queen. Wow, that is quite interesting. It's an interesting position. I almost, felt convinced that it wouldn't work, but apparently it does. Because of rook e5 check. That's the hard one to find there, is that rook e5. Let's just show that again. So after there, knight d4 check, king goes to f6, rook check, king goes to e5, rook e3 check, king f6, rook e6 check, and then rook e5 is the key move. If queen takes, then fork on f5. If pawn takes, then knight e6 check. Okay, so the king moves, so we go rook e4 check now. Now if the king goes to g5, we fork on e6, and if he goes to g3, we fork on f5. So the king has to go to h5. So now after rook h4, now the king again, if it takes, it gets forked. Okay, that's a 10 move deep puzzle. Yeah, 10 moves. So these things are not getting any easier. Okay, this one looks... Look, I mean, obviously rook e1, but then he can just play queen e1, then he can just play rook c1, maybe. Yeah, our idea is to just mate him. He can't take us because it's mate. So he does have a back rank problem. He does have a back rank problem. Aha! So the idea would be maybe queen d2 with the threat of rook e1. That's it. Does he have any checks after that? No, he doesn't. So rook e1, and now he's just in trouble. Check. King moves up. I mean, where else are we gonna go? And we just win his queen. Okay, that wasn't so hard. Get our rating back at least. This is why we can't get them wrong. If we get them wrong, we lose so much. Okay, this looks painful. Okay, we can maybe draw. Queen check. Knight f1 check. Looks very logical. Apparently it's wrong. Why? What else do we have here? Do we have a mate somewhere? I mean, if we go check, surely this... Okay, is there no checks? Maybe we can just play f5. That is f4, I mean. That's disgusting. Because he has to sacrifice his queen to stop mate. Okay, that's a nice one. Yeah, f4, yeah, you're right. That's sad that he has no checks. Like, how the hell does the guy not have any checks there? Okay, knight takes d4. I mean, a move like knight b5 jumps to mind. But then queen b6, maybe we play, no. Yeah, maybe after that we can play bishop e3. So knight b5 looks like a logical move. Just because will be attacking. He has to play queen b6 after that. But he can defend, you know, he can play e5 or c5 and he's probably okay. He loses a pawn, but so what? So did you. So maybe knight d5 is better, because of course we just take on c7 check. Because the queen can't go to b6 now. Where does the queen go actually, for that matter? c5, but then bishop b4. This queen is gonna find itself trapped. No, maybe he can play knight c2 check then. So we gotta be careful, just a little bit careful. Yeah, he seems to be okay here. No, maybe rook c5, c1. So knight d5 with rook c1. Rook c1 is important to play because, of course, we need to stop knight c2 and attack the queen while attacking on c7. Go next. Ooh, feel those doubling doubles. f6 comes to mind immediately because rook g7 is a killer. So f6. If he takes on if he takes on d5, maybe we still just play rook g7. Yeah, f6 looks very logical. Apparently that's wrong. See, I have to fight my instincts apparently. Well, what else then? I mean, it looks like such a logical move. Maybe he has a check. Is that what we're worried about? Are we worried about a check? I can't see why we would be worried about a check. So queen h4 maybe? Oh, never mind. There's the obvious queen c3 check, isn't there? Okay, well that's a little bit stupid. You know, I didn't think it would be that easy. Come on, I mean, we just yeah, I mean, come on. Queen c3 is retardedly easy. I mean, why the hell would they give me such an easy puzzle? That's just stupid. You know, you don't even want to look for something that easy because it's like, come on, like, why would it be that easy? This looks like we can trap this king in here somewhere. All we need to do is find a move like, which way? We play c4, pawn takes, a4, king, No, so we need to block it the other way. So a4, check, pawn takes, c4, but then your king here, and then rook checkmate. Yeah, so a4, pawn has to take, c4, and rook g3 is mate, because we just had to find the right pawn move, that's all. Okay, f3 looks very tempting here. Threatening mate, threatening the queen. But he can play queen f1. But then maybe just bishop b5. Ouch. So f3 looks very logical. f3? I mean, I can't see why this wouldn't work, and then bishop b5. Looks painful. Okay, apparently he doesn't care if we made him. That's very nice of him. It's very kind. Okay, so here I feel like we have a rook takes bishop check here with queen, and there must be a mate. So rook takes g7, and that's done. Next, queen f5. Okay, the bishop is the piece is hanging on c6. Our piece is not hanging as of yet. I don't know. Knight takes c6 looks very, very simple. Is there any intermezzos? Maybe. Looks fairly simple to me. Apparently that's wrong. Wow. My first instincts suck. Apparently. Okay, maybe his queen's trapped. No, it's not. So do we play bishop takes then? I guess bishop takes is the other option. So bishop takes. I'm not quite sure why the other option wouldn't have worked. Anyway, so bishop takes c6 obviously. If he takes queen, we take, he takes, we take on b7 or e8. I guess it's just more pieces hanging after that variation. Okay. Rook takes h7 looks very, very deliciously delicious. But we also have rook e6 ideas. And knight takes g6 ideas as well. Rook e6 looks very promising. I mean, we have multiple threats. We obviously, we're threatening to take knight takes g6. And if he plays rook takes, we play knight takes, then we're threatening queen takes g6. But I mean, it feels like there should be more here. Feels like we should be able to do more here. There is a rook takes e7 idea. Knight takes, and we win the queen. Yeah, okay, so rook takes e7 seems like the move here. And then knight takes g6. And then queen takes queen. That's it. Okay, knight c7. Okay, forking us here for a little bit. Why can't we just take it? I'm finding it hard to understand why we can't just take the piece. It looks like a free piece to me. Because the thing is, I mean, he's trying to play, yeah, so we take it, and we just take the a7 piece. Take this way around, you see. Because he wanted us to play queen takes c7, but then our rook on a6 would have been hanging. So we just take the knight on a7 instead. How they got to that position, no one knows. How did you get your knights that deep in there? How does rook get to a6 if the knight maybe took on a7 or something? Odd. Very, very odd. Of course, in this variation, the knight still protects. That's why you can't immediately take your rook. Okay, come on. Let's do this again just so we can be done with it. Cool. Next one. I smell mates all over the show. Bishop c5. Bam. Apparently I'm wrong. I just want to pin the stupid thing. What's wrong with that? Because he can't take. We just take his rook. So what's wrong with that? So confusing sometimes. So confusing. What else is there? I mean, sure, we could play bishop c7, but I mean, king c8. I don't see how this does anything. Bishop c5 looked like such a nice move. I mean, rook b8 looks stupid. Ah, I see. So we just have a mating net. Is that the game plan here? Just a simple mating net with rook a1 maybe. Yeah, okay. So he has a little mating net going there. So he has to give up a rook to survive. Okay, fair enough. f4 here looks juicy. Because the knight on f6 is hanging. And if he plays knight e to g4, we just play h3. Pieces are hanging all over the show. Pieces are hanging all over the show. f4? I mean, I can't see. Apparently I'm incorrect again. Jeez, like guys. I'm just getting it today, huh? Okay, c5 is easier. Sorry. The same idea, it's just, taking control. See, I mean, sometimes, you make these quick moves and you're like, ah, man, how did I do this? Okay, this one we probably, okay, unless there's a mate. Is there a mate? Is there a mate? Well, he's not threatening anything, is he? So maybe we can just continue on with our attack here. What if B takes... C takes B3. I mean, C takes B3. I mean, if he takes, we just go king H8. If he takes the queen, of course, we just take it, whatever. So there's no actual threat here. Oh, I'm tempted to play C takes B3. I don't know if there's anything direct either, though. There might be something more direct. We're gonna be brave. We're gonna take it. Hey, it did work. Now what? uh, hmm. Pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes. Okay, pawn takes, king takes. Then what? Maybe queen a4 check, or even bishop a4 check? I can hear a baby. Pawn takes pawn. Okay, apparently that's as far as we needed to go. Cool, next. Queen, okay, so rook check, king there. Queen d3 check, maybe, afterwards? Hmm. And if he blocks, then what do we do then? Then we have the rook takes e6 check as well. Okay, so rook h3 check. Queen d3 check. Okay, king f6 I didn't even consider. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Maybe rook f3 check. But I mean, we're not up any material, are we? So, rook f1 check, king e7. Then rook takes f7, check. maybe? Queen there, there. I don't see it, guys. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Okay, the rook is protected. Oh, we'll be up a rook in that variation. Sorry, yeah, so rook f3 is fine. My bad. For some odd reason, I didn't realize it would be up a rook in this variation. So, of course, this is just fine. This is just fine. Okay. Okay, so he's threatening mates. Maybe we have mate first. Maybe we have mate first. Maybe not mate, but check, rook takes king, and bishop c5. Bishop c4, I mean. In which case he's gonna have to give up the rook anyway as well, isn't he? But that doesn't look like a win. This does not look like a win then. Hmm. That doesn't work. He's threatening a big fat mate on b1, so there has to be a check. Which really does limit our options, doesn't it? Okay, so rook g8, rook takes, king takes, bishop c4, rook d5. That's what I was looking at. What's the pawn count look like after we win our rook back? Well, we're not going to win that pawn, so it is equal after all said and done. And I do think we do have the slightly better position because of the active king of ours, maybe. Maybe we even want to go into this position with the queens on the board. I find it hard to think that we can't play rook g8, or that we don't have to play rook g8. Some other crazy move came to me as well, like maybe bishop d3, but I don't see the bonus of having the queen off of that diagonal. So rook g8, rook g8. Apparently that's the wrong move. Okay, well that's fun. So then what now? I mean, surely we have to play queen check somewhere then. Queen f6 check? I mean, that's the only other move left. Rook g7, and now what? Oh, there's no more mate. Is that what they're trying to say? Rook takes g7. Is that the game plan here? Yeah, if he goes check, we can just take here. He takes there. We can just draw? Is that what we want? We want to draw? Wow, really? Very unambitious of you guys. I would have preferred my variation. Because look at my variation. My variation goes rook g8, rook takes rook, king takes, bishop d5, c4 check. Then he has to play rook d5. Then queen e6 check. King moves wherever, and then maybe queen or bishop takes d5. Okay, we can't because he has queen e1 check. I see now. Okay, fair enough then. Rats. So it was queen check, queen takes rook, king takes d2, and queen f8 check. Okay, and queen s6 check. Just taking a perpetual. Taking the draw. Okay, let's see what's next here. Oh, I feel like there should be a sack here somewhere. Can we mate this guy? Can we mate this guy? So I can see that we want to play bishop e4. I can see that. That is what we want to do. Okay, we also don't have rook h3. I only realize that now because his his bishop defends. So bishop e4 immediately. He has to play f5. And then bishop takes e7, I guess, is the idea. Okay. Seems like that's the most logical continuation for us. Apparently we will just win a lot of material. He's very, very kind to us. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. He has to play f5 and we just take on e7. So we just end up winning material. So king just moved. This one looks logical. Check. If f3, we just take it. Because of the check here. Now he's just trapped. So that was an easy one. Just spotting the mating pattern there, that's all. Next one. Here, again, there feels like there is a mating pattern here as well. Well, I mean, rook f6 just looks logical. Rook e7, sorry. Rook e7 looks just simple. Threatening mate. I guess he could play knight e5 maybe. Always tricky tricksters, man. Always tricky tricksters. Because remember, he has a mate threat on d1 as well here. So we can't just be too happy gung-ho here. Maybe queen c7? Wow, queen c7 actually is devastating because queen c7 just attacks all the right squares. Yeah, queen c7 is a beauty. It's a beautiful move because he has to take it. He doesn't have a choice. He has to take the bishop. If he plays something like, let's say, bishop f6, then we just sacrifice. We take queen takes d8, bishop takes d8, rook e8, knight f8, and rook takes f8 mate. So queen c7 is a nice little move in between her there. Can't we just... Okay. What's going on here? Maybe queen... No, okay, we have to watch out for mates, don't we? We have to watch out for mates. So there's probably some clever move here somewhere along the line. Maybe we can play e1 first, queen, bishop takes queen, and then we have a move. Not a great one, do we? I don't see it. So here we have to be practical. Here we have to think about, is there anything in the endgame here that's winning? It does look interesting. The endgame looks winning, but I don't think that that is what we're looking for here. So he does have this threat of queen f8 mate, which is another big problem for us. So we can't just ignore that. So I was looking at something like queen takes queen, pawn takes queen, pawn takes c2, king takes c2, d3 check, king wherever, we don't care, and then king f2. We hunt after these pawns on the queen side. Because he's going to have a hard time defending all of that. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he can use his king, huh? Yeah, but why do we need... I mean, what does it matter if we distract the bishop and we lose our pawn that wants the queen? So e1, bishop takes, and then what? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, we can move our queen now. Maybe we could go, maybe we could go queen c5 then. Maybe we can go queen c5 then. Just trying to see how we follow this up. And if he plays, yeah, again, I'm just trying to see how we follow this up. Queen c5, then maybe he just plays queen d2. Then what? I just don't see how we follow this up. We do have pressure, though. We do have pressure. But is it enough to do anything with? I somehow doubt it. I am doubting our capabilities of doing anything about it. This is the problem. This is the problem. I still like the endgame, but I get the feeling it's got nothing to do with the endgame. I just get this feeling it's got very little to do with the endgame. There's no cheapo forks anywhere. Trying to see if we can get his king to a different square, maybe. Okay, you see. So my idea was correct. But maybe I need to change it. Okay, when you have an idea, this is actually a great puzzle to show this with. Okay, when you have an idea, I was looking at e1, bishop takes, queen c5 with attacking on the c2 pawn square ideas. Okay, but I couldn't make it work. Okay, but then what you should try and do is you should try and change your move order. So what if I go queen c5 first here? How's that for a shocker? Queen c5. Okay. Now, of course, if bishop takes, I queen and it's mate. So he can't take bishop takes. Now, I have to look at what happens if he plays... I just want to see... Okay, he can't play queen d2 because e1 check, and then if queen takes c2 is mate. So the only move left is queen b8 check. Can we just run? Or can I just block? Bishop c8, maybe? Because I'm still threatening mate on c2, of course. He can't take because it's still mate with e1. Now I'm going to chance it. This is like one of those like amazing moves that you have to find. Yeah. Then bishop c8 looks like the move here because then no checks anymore. I don't see how he stops me from mating him now. Yeah, he has to lose his queen. Hey! So I only got 2 rating points, but the point is I got it right. Because I had the right idea, but then you have to change your move order. Always play with move order. Okay, that one took us quite a while. Which time do we have? It's okay. We're still climbing. We're steady climbing at this point. Okay. It feels like there should be a mate here somewhere. Ooh, rook e2 looks like a nice one. Or even queen e2. No. Rook e2. Nah, he has a way out, huh? King f2 runs. So king runs to f2. What is wrong with just queen c2 maybe? Because we're just threatening mates. Mates, and mates everywhere. Bishop f2 is mate. So queen c2? What does he stop? How does he stop g2 mate? If he moves his bishop, then we just, like, let's say if he plays bishop f4, then just queen f2 check, king moves and we take the rook. So queen c2 looks like a devastating shot. I just don't see how does he stop all the mates. Yeah, you see. He's trying to get out of this one. Can we just take it? I mean, it just looks free. Still has all the mate problems. So yeah, queen c2. Just working on that back rank there. This one looks like we could even win this endgame. Could we, could we, could we, could we, could we, could we. This endgame does look strong for us. So bishop takes, rook takes, king takes pawn. I mean, we could just go and win this other pawn as well. I don't see how he is going to live to tell the tale. We do also have this discovered move. The bishop can move and then knight d2 check idea as well. Even maybe have other fork ideas. Can we play play knight g3 check? And then anything? No, I don't think that one is so nice. There might be a knight g3, king g2, bishop takes. No, I don't like that because then king takes g3. So that's not so nice. Just update my chat here just in case. Okay. Not so easy. Like I said, I do like the idea of just taking. I mean, I don't see how he's going to survive this endgame. We have 3 pawns. No, we have 2 pawns. Hey, 2 pawns and a piece against a rook. Well, maybe he can be fine, huh? Okay, this one's actually much easier than we thought. I just play here because, of course, the rook can't defend the bishop, the knight anymore. A little bit stupid, but anyway. Gonna just play that one quickly. Okay, rook takes. There should be a checky here or a forky here somewhere. Rook goes, king goes check. Okay, there's no forks. There's no forks. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What is this? Somebody get some sort of like... okay. I see. Somebody sent me... I got some comment on YouTube. It's kind of cool, this new system that you have when you're logged in, you know, like through Google account, then you can see all your stuff. It's like little pop-ups, the notification thing. That is quite nice. Still trying to see if there's anything, you know, like there should be a way for us to win like maybe the rook or something, because otherwise what's the point of this? I mean, we have an easy draw in hand, but we obviously want to win. Okay, I see. So the rook is actually just trapped. Check this out. I just want to make sure. This rook has literally nowhere to go to. Check this out. King e3. If it goes there, then king e4. But okay, then he can run away. So just before we do that... No, can he run away? I don't think he can. No, he can't. So king e4, yeah. If he goes rook here, yeah, then we have rook check here. Because now the king can't go to any square that's not a check square, and we win his rook with a discovered. How's that? That rook was completely trapped in the middle of the board. Completely trapped in the middle of the board. It's lovely. I love it. Love it. Just love chess when that happens. Okay. I mean, you know, moves like rook g4 looks very tempting. But I just don't see a follow-up. Rook, check, and what? Just finding it hard to find a follow-up on that one, so I don't really care about that. Okay, that's nothing. We could just play rook takes d4, because he can't take back. Can he? No. So he just loses a piece. Whoops, yeah, that's fairly easy enough. Because of course the knight was pinned, so he obviously, we just skewer his queen and rook. This looks very juicy. Rook takes g3 looks very nice. Queen takes g3, but I don't think it's enough, obviously. It's not enough. Knight d4 also looks like a move. What's the material like right now? We are equal, and pawns is equal. Okay, so if we gain a pawn, then of course it's okay as well. Just trying to see where does his queen go if we do play that. Because I don't see anything concrete here. I don't see any crazy sack, attack, kill, die, anything here, so... Nothing crazy. I mean, we could just drop back our queen, but surely that's not what the puzzle's going to be all about. No, 92 is going to be bad. Or is it? 94, 92. No, surely that doesn't work. No. No, 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 no. Let's not get crazy. But what else? What do we do? I don't see any good moves here. I mean, Queen H5, I guess. And then King H2 has to be played? Okay, and then just takes on H3, I see. So just Queen H5. The point is the H3 pawn now is just dead, so just take it. Okay, I got it. Eventually, it came to me, eventually. Okay, that's terrible, he's just done. Checkmate, dude, checkmate. Just checkmate. Okay, next. King is in the center. Attack the king. We could just win a rook, of course, as well. But is that what we want in life? I feel like we want more. We want more in life. Rook d check. We might have to just take the rook. Is it enough? We are up material then. So queen d7 check and queen takes c8 does look very, very logical. Is there anything else? I mean, there is this nutty idea of going bishop g5, but I don't see it. I mean, you can play f6. This. Okay, you can't play f6. You can play queen takes g5, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think that bishop g5 is enough. Rook check, king goes there. Queen check, then he just runs. So no, I think queen d7 and winning the rook must be the best. Apparently not. I mean, do we play something crazy like f4? I mean, okay, rook, but we have to be careful of rook check. Do we not? I mean, bishop g5, I just figured just queen takes. Because it just runs. Maybe something very, very slow, like bishop e3. Is that really, really the kind of move that you want to play? Okay, let's play rook d7 quickly. I don't... Okay, apparently that's the move. Okay, queen f3 maybe? No, queen f3. I had this variation in my head because of this. Okay, so that's stupid. But what if he runs? Let's just go back. So I just figured, what if he runs though? If he goes King G, G8, and G6 instead, what then? Oh, I guess we have Queen takes F7 mate. That's a nice one. How are we doing for time? Because we lost that one, which was a little bit annoying. But anyway, okay. We're still up a decent amount of rating currently. Well, we dropped quite a lot there. It was a sad loss. Okay, this king is trapped. Seems dead to me. H4, king takes there. Queen there. No, okay, G5 check. So H4, queen check. I guess rook E3. He has no checks, and no. Rook. Oof, I don't know. No, I'm not sure. Because, okay, he can't. He's threatening to play rook. He's threatening to play G5 as a move, as a possibility. We do have a crazy idea like King G7. I don't know. This one's actually not so easy. Okay, we obviously gonna play Queen F6. Threatening to play G5, but okay, G5 doesn't do anything necessarily. Because we're still threatening mates. Maybe king. Maybe rook H8. Ha! That's a wacky move. Can he stop us? No. How's that? Rook H8. It's a very pretty move. Very pretty. Okay, now we just have to find the rest. So king check. Rook goes there. Oh, king check. Now if king G5, we play rook H5 check. And then pawn takes, queen F5 check, king goes back to H4, queen takes H5 checkmate. Nice pattern. Very nice. Sorry, how much time do we have? We can still do about 3 or 4, maybe more. Depends on how long we take. How do I? Okay, there we go. Let me just exit that thing, because that thing's in my way. Okay, just played C3. Knight H4. My instinct says Knight H4. Knight H4. Let's play it quickly. Because I wanna get some time done here, but now what? I didn't really bother looking at now what, but anyway. Check. No. No. Oh, G5. G5. G5 looks juicy. G5. Huh. That's it. Rook takes. No. Queen takes. No. Rook. No. Rook takes. Yes, rook takes check. Aha. Hey, we got a lot of rating for that one because we did it quickly. I don't know, knight h4 just looked like the right kind of move, you know? Sometimes instincts is very important. Speaking of instincts, okay, wait. My instincts tell me that there's a mate here somewhere. Check. Check. Oh, look at that. Look at that one. Can we play check? Yes. But now what? But now what, sir? Oh, there's a mate with a pawn. Bishop check? Yes. And a mate with a pawn. Let's get some quick rating here. Oh, yes. So I wanted to just quickly have a chat about instincts. Okay. I mean, instincts, people use this word a lot, but they don't really explain what it is. Okay. Instincts in chess is not like your animal instincts in other things, in physical sports and stuff like that. Instincts in chess comes from your vast experience of playing games. When Nakamura plays a bullet game, his instincts is based on the fact that he has so much knowledge to draw on. He looks at a position and his instincts tell him that we've been here before. I should play a move like this. I should make a move like that. So instincts is not something that you are just born with. It's something that's created from years and years of play. I feel a queen being trapped here. I can smell it. I can almost smell it. Queen has to go there. Maybe just knight c6, attacking the bishop, and then bishop c2 traps the queen. Knight c6. Ha! And then bishop c2. Oh wait, no, bishop c2 doesn't trap the queen yet, does it? Hey, well, my first move was correct somehow. You see, the instincts. So now we're jumping a little bit of rating here. We gunning this one now. Okay, so after that, what now? I mean, I thought bishop c5, but maybe bishop c2, but then he survives somehow. His queen gets out. Or does it? Bishop there. Oh, it's apparently right. Yes! So if he goes queen b5, we go rook b3, I think. Or no. Yeah, rook b3, queen a6, and bishop d3 again, and the queen has no squares. If he goes queen c4 instead, though, then what? Then what? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Apparently this is correct, but I don't know why. Oh, yes, okay, you're right. Rook b1, yes, not rook c3. Ah, rook b3, yeah, rook b1. Well done, Alvin. Yeah, you're right. If queen b5, then rook b1. Yeah, okay, that looks disgusting with bishop d3 after that. How funny is that how we trapped that queen in all these squares, huh? That's impressive. I like that. Okay, let's do another. I feel a checkmate coming on. Yeah! Okay, I mean, there is the obvious move, a queen check, but it doesn't do anything currently because the bishop stops us from doing anything interesting after that. Okay. Okay, the queen is protecting e8, which is a bit of a nuisance because I was looking at options of doing something there. And also we have the problem, obviously, that rook e2 is hanging. No way to mate that way, so that doesn't work. We still have the rook on e2 that's hanging, so we always have to be careful of that. That rook is just hanging over there. So maybe just something like queen g4? Threatening knight e7 check. It's not mate though. Queen g4 looks promising. Like I said, we're just threatening knight e7 check. Of course, he could just defend, huh? This doesn't really do anything for our position for us. So we have to maybe look Queen H8, King F7, then what? I mean, we have nothing after that. Yeah, I'm not convinced, boys. Not convinced, yeah. Not convinced, my friends. So they had to give us a hard one, huh? That's fair? That's fair? It's only fair. That is only fair, sir. It's only fair. Um, Not so easy. Our queen is obviously under attack as well, which does make things a bit more difficult for us. So that's why queen g4 looked like a decent idea. But I mean, he can just take on e2. Okay, no, he can't take on. Yeah, maybe he can. Maybe he can because of the knight e7 check, he goes king f8, queen takes g7 check, king e8. Now what? You can go and hide behind our knight. Not so sure that that's going to do anything for us. And then we still have the rook hanging. Sorry, the rook down, I mean. Uh, it's just a shame we only have the 3 pieces, man. I was looking at something like, like knight e7 check, bishop takes, rook takes g7 check. But we don't have it. Oh, sorry, guys. We don't have any checks after that. So that doesn't help at all. Like I said, if we didn't have this issue of this rook hanging the whole time, I would have been satisfied with something like queen h8 and queen takes g7 check. Because we just discovered check and we win the queen back. But our rook on e2 is the problem. That is the mystery problem. That is the problem, sir. What to do, sir? What to do? Okay, after queen h8, king f7, we do have a bit of time on our hands. We can move something. I mean, now we have a tempo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see what we have that is good. Maybe knight e7 after that. For that incredibly weird variation there. Knight e7. Attacking the queen and the rook. And we're threatening rook takes g7 check. Mate. What about that? I mean, we had to find a way for this to work. So knight e7. Oh, I guess I can just play king takes? Sorry. Before we make that move, you can just play king takes. You can just play king takes. Just find the right variation. That's all we gotta do now. King takes, check, takes. Okay, so where else does the knight go, maybe? Knight F4, I mean? Look, we still have the threat of mate, so that's the point. We have the threat of mate. Threats of mate. So the question is, where does the knight go? Knight H4, knight F4. That's my dog again. Maybe knight H4. Knight H4, threatening mate. He's gonna have to stop this. So knight H4. And apparently that's it. I mean, come on. Like, they don't even ask us to do more here to obviously continue. I mean, hello. Okay, let's do one more quickly. Okay, knight there. My dog's barking at something random now. It's in the middle of the day. Come on, dog. What is wrong with queen b3? How's it going to defend the b7 pawn? There's no threats, so queen b3 looks very logical. Okay, defends with that, but now we can just take the knight and then take on, yeah, so we just take, and we take on b7. We just win a piece. There we go. Cool. So that's where we'll stop for today. So there was just a case of obviously just seeing that the b7 pawn is weak and that he can't play rook b8. That is the big issue. Can't play b6 because of bishop b5. So just big problems all over the show. So we ended up jumping a good, 70 rating points in the session. So we are currently 24-36. I'm going to shut up that dog now. Thank you, boys and girls. I shall see you guys soon.